Hi Space Cats, and welcome back to my channel. As most of you know, I worked at the European Space Agency, ESA, at the European Space Astronomy Centre, ESAC, in Madrid for 3 years. Many of you have asked about how you can get a job at ESA. So in this video, I'll be talking about some of the career opportunities that there are available and what you need to be qualified. So let's go. The first program that I want to talk about is probably the most junior entry level into a career at ESA. It's called a traineeship program, and essentially it's a 3 to 6 month internship. These traineeships can be technical or non-technical. So for example, I supervised 2 trainees during my time at ESA. One worked on developing a machine learning algorithm to find clusters of galaxies in X-ray images, and the other one developed a machine learning tool to enhance images from the Hubble Space Telescope. The projects tend to vary from site to site, but also there are non-technical positions available too. For example, in the past at the ESAC site, we have had a trainee work on the social media and communication department. Also, a trainee develop a mobile app. The background experience you'll need depends on the specific traineeship project you're applying for. But even though it's entry level, you should still be at the last year of your university degree to apply. There are a large number of internships offered each year, about 20 per site. And whilst the positions are not paid, there is a monthly allowance provided of €600 for non-residents and €300 for residents of that country. Usually these positions are advertised around August each year to start early the following year. Second on my list is the Young Graduate Traineeship Program. This can be seen as the next level up. Like the traineeship, the YGT program has projects across various domains, from science to business, and similarly, the experience required will be specific to the advertised project. For example, if the project is relating to coding, then of course you should be expected to know how to code. The YGT programs last 1 year and occasionally can be extended to 2. Also, to apply, you need to be finishing a master's degree or have already obtained one. But the YGT program is more like a job than an internship because it includes a monthly salary of about €2,300 per month. The YGT is more difficult to get into compared to the traineeship, but still there's about 100 of these positions in total, and the interview stage is more rigorous. The course for the YGT program go on around November each year to start early summer the following year. After the YGT comes the Networking Partnering Initiative, MPI. This program is least like the other 2 that I've talked about so far, but I wanted to include it since it fits in nicely to the progression to the PhD stage of a person's career. So after a master's degree, some people choose to do a PhD, and the average PhD costs about €30,000 per year. The NFI was designed to cover up to half of that, in conjunction with a host university, of course. However, it also requires a relevant project to be proposed jointly by the host university and its student. It's unlike other programs because typically MPI students spend very little time at ESA. Also, you can apply for the program at any time. Okay, so the last program I want to talk about is the ESA Research Fellowship, which is what I did. This is the program that you should look into if you've already obtained a PhD. The program is a paid position to do scientific research relating to ESA's own initiatives. And just like any other postdoctoral fellowship really, these positions are between 2 and 3 years, and typically they take 2 or 3 people at each site. So it's much more competitive than the entry-level programs that we've discussed so far. Again, the requirements for the program really depends on the specific project that you're applying for. And unlike the other programs, the projects are advertised for each ESA site separately. So it's a little bit more difficult to navigate. Calls for these fellowships occur every year around October, and they start the following year, but you need to write your own project proposal. Also note that all these positions are only open to ESA member state citizens. So if you're not from an ESA member state, unfortunately, these are not for you. If you're still keen to check out what it's like to work at the European Space Agency, however, there are several of the ESA sites that have an annual open day where the site is open to the public to explore. And usually they have tours and talks and other interesting activities available. I'll put the link to all these programs and more I've talked about in the video in the description box below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave me a like, share and subscribe.